record. And let me go ahead and get our information pulled up. All right, please. So, okay, there we go. All right, so basically, guys, we would have just come out of what would have seemed to be a pretty intense lockdown with the whole Corona and COVID, coming about. And I know that is affected business of a number of persons because obviously, folks couldn't get to the bank. Persons couldn't really get around to do much of anything. Persons were working from home, yes, but it means that a lot more workload for some people they had to take on. I know that that's a fact. I know a lot of persons also lost their jobs. A lot of persons being laid off. A lot of persons are still out of work. Some have started to work so far, gone back out of work, but a lot of persons are still, on the breadline, as we would say. So basically what I wanted to do with this call, the whole purpose of this was to kind of, like I said, as I call it, to reset not just your business, but to reset your mindset as well, reset your mind and your way of thinking. I know that it's very easy as human beings to get discouraged, when things are not necessarily going the way that you want them to go, or at the speed you would like them to go. So, I think sometimes we all need to have a reset, So one of the things I wanted to do was to spend some time focusing on some principles of the industry. I'll tell you guys a little bit about my journey and, for me, what it means, For those of you who know me or who have known me for a while, you will know I've been in this industry this is about 20 years now, right? 20 years that I've been involved in the industry of network marketing, direct sales. And I've been through a number of different companies. I've made good money in every company that I've been part of. I've seen the highs, I've seen the lows. I've seen huge organizations, built big organizations. I've had some matter of success, and I've seen many other persons achieve some level of success as well. So for me, I have a very strong passion for this industry. And I do believe that a lot of persons, if they understand the principles of what makes it work, they can be successful as well. Sometimes, but a lot of the times, I find the problem is people get involved in a business and they're not given the proper training that they deserve in order to have the best chance of success. And sometimes it's not always their fault. It is because the person who would have brought them into the opportunity never really took the time to even direct them to what they needed to be directed to make, to give themselves a better fighting chance. All right. So my thing has always been, and for you guys who are in the team already, you know how I operate. I'm always trying to create stuff and put things together and do things in a way that everyone can benefit, guys. But I'll tell you this, there are some solid principles that everyone needs to understand if you really want to be a leader in this industry. I've been a six-figure earner in the industry for a couple of years now, long before I got involved in Tradera. But I really want to see multiple people being able to generate significant income. And no, I'm not talking about being able to make back, what you spent to get involved in the business only. I want to see six-figure earners and seven-figure earners. I want to see some millionaires be developed in this industry over the next few years, all right? Let me ask a question real quick. Do we have anyone in this room right now who has that same vision, that same goal? If you got a goal of being a millionaire down the road, you can see that for yourself. I want you to go ahead right now and type get it. Let's get it. I want you to type let's get it right now. If you can see yourself, if you envision yourself with a millionaire status, that you can see yourself looking at your bank account one of these days and see your bank account balance look like your phone number. Who's ready to get it? Type let's get it if you're ready for that. You see, there's power in speech. You guys always hear me say this. There's power in the things that you put out there. You might not want to type it. That's all right. But you got to understand that what you put out there subconsciously, you start to attract to yourself. And there are things that you would have done that you probably even stopped thinking about, but you know why they happened? Because sometime earlier, you started to speak it. And the more that you spoke it, the more that it was lodged into your subconscious, to the point that even when it happened, you probably didn't even realize that it happened because it was just constantly there. All right. So guys, there's power in speaking the things that you want. All right. So it's about 10 past now. Let me get right into our session and our slides. All right. Like I said, there's a number of different things I'm going to touch on tonight. If you're taking notes, take notes. But again, I'm also recording. Okay. So let's start at the very, very beginning. Where does it all start? It starts with a decision, y'all. It starts with a decision. Every single person that's in this room right now, you're part of Tradera, you would have made a decision to join this business. And there's a reason why you made that decision. Now, one of the first things that you have to do as well is to identify what your reason for that decision is. Why did you choose to get involved in this opportunity? Why did you choose to get involved in this business? All right? It starts with a decision. And I'll tell you this, one of the reasons that I'm still in this industry, one of the reasons that I'm still, I would say, successful in this industry is because I made a decision to myself years ago that I wanted a certain type of lifestyle. Yes? And I decided that when I made that decision, I'm going to stick to that decision, no matter what anyone else thought. You see, in MLM, all right, for those of you who are brand new, who are joining us tonight, MLM, which is multi-level marketing, it always starts with a decision. And you have to make a decision to succeed, because success, I always say, is intentional. It's an intentional decision that you have to make. All right. What happens sometimes, a lot of folks, they get involved in something, but they haven't really convinced themselves first that this is something that they're serious enough about to stick with it. So what do? They get involved. They say, you know what? I'm going to try this. I'm going to give this 30 days and see if it works out. I'm going to give this 60 days and see if it works out. But you got to ask yourself, is 60 days or even 90 days long enough for you to actually attain the type of wealth that you're trying to reach, for you to reach the levels that you want to reach and attain? 60 to 90 days, is it? Think about that, because most persons can't do that in 60 to 90 days. So your decision has to be one of serious commitment, that if you're going to do this, when you get involved, do it. Don't say you're going to do it, but really and truly you mean you're going to just give it a shot and try it out. No, you got to be sold out all the way. All right. You see, this is a big difference between persons who make an average income in this industry versus persons who make a serious income in this industry. Average versus way above average. Okay. So you got to make that decision, stick to that decision, and then take the necessary actions consistently, daily, that tie in with the decision that you made. All right. Hope that makes sense to everyone so far. Now, let's move on to our next slide. Here we go. So, one of the things that I always have said in this industry is network marketing is a relationship-built business. So, it means then that your focus is always about building relationships. You have to understand that emotion is a big part of what we do. People make decisions based on emotion. So when you make your decision, you have to take your decision and tie it to something that you're emotional about. I hope this makes sense to you guys. I want you to think about something that you want or need so bad, something that you desire so much. And when you think about that thing and you attach that to your decision for joining the business, your reason for staying committed becomes so much stronger than you just deciding to do it for the sake of making some extra money. Okay, you want to make money, but why do you want to make money? I want you guys to type right now in the chat, what are the reasons that you really want to make money with this business? Because we know everybody wants to make money, but what is your dream? What is your true dream for doing this? What is it that is so big that you need to do this, that this has to work? All right? I want to see some of you guys' dreams right now in the chat. Let me pull up the chat real quick and see what you guys are saying. I want you to start to type and tell me what some of your dreams are. What are some of those things that are so big for you that gives you the reason in the first place to get involved in this opportunity and is big enough to make you want to stick to this opportunity? I see financial freedom. Fantastic. I see Dwayne says freedom. All right. Fidenza says she wants to help other persons with their dreams. That's a really good one, you know, Wi-Fi, because you know, it said that if you can have everything in life that you want if you help everyone else attain what they want. Letitia says choices. I love that. Choices. Life is all about choices and having choices. Natasha says her children. I love that one. That is a big one. If you've got kids, you've got children, your children should be part of your dream. You want to provide a better future for them. You want it to be easier for them than it was for you. You want to give them more options in life. To not allow others to control my income. Mr. Pash says that. That's also a big one. And here's why. Corona just showed everyone how easy it is to lose your income. How easy it is to lose that money that you've been working so hard for. Corona just showed us that. The lockdown, the shutdown just showed us that. To not allow others to control my income. Financial freedom to help others. Being able to provide for my family and have my own business. I love that, Kimmy. To be able to retire from my job, go Winfield. Very, very possible, bro. And I proclaim that that is going to happen for you. I'm telling you. That is the day is going to come. I'm going to be real happy, bro, because I know you for years. So that's going to be a happy day for both of us. All right. What does Nicholas say? Legacy. Ooh, come on. Legacy, to leave a legacy. You know, people be dying and leaving bills. How many people are dying and leaving a legacy? Leaving wills instead. All right. More time for family, more time for children, to have peace of mind. Very good. I love that, Letitia. To have peace of mind. I always say that wealth is a combination of a couple of things. And it's not just money, but wealth to me has to do with spiritual abundance, financial abundance, but also a peace of mind as well. Yeah? Fantastic. Be able to help my family out of poverty and persons in need. I love that. Guys, these are all really, really good reasons for connecting your dream to your decision to get involved in this industry, because this industry has brought about so many dreams. You see, people will hear your words. You can say stuff to people, but it's when you start to convey your desire from your heart of why you're doing this business, why this business is so important for you to do, that is what people are going to connect to. So the next time that you start to talk to prospects and other persons about Tradera, start to share from your heart. Don't just tell them what you think sounds good. Start to share with them, look, this is why I'm doing it. This is why I've got to do it. You'll be surprised that they start to connect to you on different levels, different vibrations that your words trying to make a sale could never do. All right? Could never, ever do. So I'm hoping that this makes sense so far. If you guys believe that that makes sense, guys, give me a 111 right now in the chat. Let me just adjust my video. Give me a 111 in the chat right now if you agree with what I'm saying so far, guys. Understand how to connect your goals, your vision, your dreams in one, and then start to convey that to the people that you want to share this opportunity with, because we are emotional beings, yeah? That is what they want to hear. They don't want to hear a sales pitch. No. They want to hear from your heart. They want to hear about your integrity. These are things that connect with people. So you must understand what network marketing and multi-level marketing really are, all right? All network marketing really is, guys, is a vehicle. That's all it is. It is a vehicle that allows you to affect change in your life and the life of other persons. It's a vehicle that allows you to grow in your personal development as well. It's a vehicle that allows you to increase and improve your financial situation and that of many other persons that you connect with as well. It's called network marketing, all right? So you understand that you're always connecting with persons, you're networking with others, but of course you have to market it. You have to get the word out, all right? But you see, if you can show persons how to achieve what they want to get to, because think about it this way. Everyone has a destination that they envision in their mind. Everybody has this idea as to where they want to go, where they expect to be in life, all right? But a lot of persons, they're not successful because they don't know how to succeed as yet. They don't know how to achieve their goals as yet. They don't know how to get to point B. You feel me? They know where they want to get to, but a lot of people don't understand the how they're going to get there. So what network marketing does, it is a business model that comes out and says, look, here's a vehicle that can allow you to be able to get from point A to point B. I want you guys to understand what I'm trying to say in the underlying meanings here. Always try to find a way to solve other person's problems. All right? That's what you're doing. You're a problem solver. If you can figure out how to consistently solve the problems that other people are having, you can change their lives, and you can show them a realistic way that their lives can be changed through the solution that you are offering. That is how you're going to build your business, because people are going to be attracted to you based on the value that you can offer to them. I hope everyone's catching this. People are going to be attracted to you, let me say it again, based on the value that you exude and that you can bring to them. So in other words, always seek to increase your personal value. And as you increase your value, guess what? Persons will want to tap into that value that you bring that can affect them and help them to achieve the things they want to achieve in life. All right? So what are some practical things that you can do when you get started in your business? And let me say this. It doesn't matter whether you've been in the business now from today, for a few days, or a few months. I want you to wipe your slate clean right now, and I want you to imagine that you are now starting for the first time, and this is the first orientation session that you're having as soon as you got involved, okay? Because we're talking about renewing and resetting your mindset right here and putting the right stuff inside, okay? So the first thing you want to do is to have what we call a kickoff meeting. I like to call it a MO, all right? A member orientation. Now, those members that I've personally brought into the business, you would know that we've had a session where we got on the phone, we got on a call, whether it was a voice call or a video call, all right? And we did an orientation. What is the purpose of an orientation? The orientation is to make sure that that new member understands all the things they're supposed to do when they first get started. How to set their business up, where to find the information, where to find necessary links, where to find the various groups, what to do, all right? How to understand the compensation plan and how it works. If you're focused on trading, explaining the necessary things that you need to understand in that regard as well. This is you officially opening the doors to your business, all right? So when you do that, okay, it kicks you into that frame of mind that you need to be in for business. And any person that you bring into the business as well, you need to go through this with them. Because you see, if folks think that you're just trying a thing, you're just, kind of throwing mud on a wall and hoping some sticks, they're not really going to take you too seriously. I'll tell you this, in 20 years I've been doing this kind of business, network marketing, I always get folks who ask me, man, you make this stuff look so easy, or Lavera, man, you're good at getting people. Because here's the reason why, guys, because I'm consistent, all right? I'm not a quitter. I make sure that anyone that I'm working with understands what they're doing. I make sure that they understand exactly what they're getting into. Because here's the thing. How many times have you had someone in the business or in your team at some point in time say, hey, you know what? I don't think this is for me. I'm quitting, right? I'm quitting. And you get to realize, you know what? This person has never once got on a three-way call with you. This person has never once reached out to you and said, hey, I need some help. I need some assistance. But you only hear them when probably they tell you that they're leaving, or you just realize that they're gone. When you talk to them, they say, well, so what's up? What's the problem? Oh, well, I didn't understand this. I didn't understand that. You get in a convo with them, you realize they don't understand a whole lot. Why? Because they've never, ever really been properly introduced to the business to understand it from the beginning, guys. All right? So this is a must. This is a must. Starting from tonight. If you've never had a kickoff meeting, if you've never had a member orientation, connect with your sponsor or your upline. And if neither of them are serious enough in the business, connect with me. All right? Connect with me. If you don't have a serious enough sponsor or upline who's guiding you and helping you and teaching you and training you, hit me up. All right? Let's do this correctly. Let's get you in the right mindset to officially start your business, okay? Now, here's another thing I want you to do. Now, again, if you're taking notes, write this down. You need to put your commitment in writing. Yes, I know you have an idea as to what you want to do. You know the kind of money you want to make. Do you have it written down? You see, again, the subconscious is a very, very powerful thing, y'all. But you need to start putting your dreams and your goals into writing. If you've not done this as yet, I want everyone on this call to commit to writing their dreams, writing their goals down. And I want you to write your commitment letter. I want you to get with your sponsor or your upline, whoever you are working with directly. If your sponsor ain't serious, go above him or her. If that person isn't serious, find out who's above him or her. Is that simple? But don't let your sponsor being, not serious or slacking cause you to do the same thing. All right? And I want you to get a commitment letter. Shoot, what I'm going to do for you guys, in the group, I'm going to put together a commitment letter and I'm going to post it in the chat so that you guys can have that. All right? This is something I used to do years ago as well. When I get involved in a business and I bring anyone in, there's a commitment letter we have. I have to sign it, and that person has to sign it as well. Now, here's why that was powerful, because when the day come that things got rough and that person started to feel like, man, I don't know if I can continue this. This ain't working the way that I hope. I might quit. Guess what I do? I go in my drawer. I pull up my folder. I take that commitment letter out. And I said, hey, you remember this? You signed a document. You committed to me and to yourself and to your family and to your loved ones that you are not a quitter, that you are not quitting, you're not giving up. I have to remind them, look, this is what you signed to. It's written down. You signed it. I haven't given up on you. So what are you doing? You're not giving up either. All right? It's time you bring the commitment letter back. All right? There's nothing more powerful, guys, than pinning your dreams and your goals. Having that in written form that you can connect with, okay? Hope everyone gets that, okay? Good stuff. Now, that's also going to help with you connecting your heart to it as well, because every now and then, take it out and read it. Every now and then, your battery got to be charged. Take it out and read it. Remind yourself. I'm going to start to do that, and I'm going to be calling up some folks, and I'm going to be reminding them, why did you get involved in this business in the first place? Why did you make this decision? All right? So here's the thing. We already know why everybody gets involved in this business. It's to make money. Everybody gets involved to make money. It's about the lifestyle. People in network marketing, they get into this industry because they want to enlarge and improve their lifestyle. They want a better future. All the dreams and the goals that you guys just mentioned, these are the things and these are the reasons that people get involved in this industry. They want that level of security. And of course, making a difference in the lives of other people that they know and care about as well. So I want you to ask yourself, maybe you're on this call and you've already thought about quitting. Maybe you've already quit, but you're on this call because there's something in you that still says you still want to go after it. Like you said you quit, but in the back of your mind, you know that you don't want to quit. You've seen a taste of the potential of this industry and you don't want to let it go. You know that it's possible. You know that it's possible, guys. I want you to type right now real quick, it's possible. If you believe that it's possible, guys, that you can live the lifestyle that you want. If you believe that it's possible that you can achieve all that you want to achieve. If you believe it's possible that you can take your life from where it is right now and you can put your life in a position that you will never ever have to worry about money again. You will never ever have to ask a boss or anyone for permission to go on vacation again. You will never have to worry about where money is coming from to pay your bills again. You will never have to worry about any of that stuff again. If you believe that's possible, you need to speak it loud. I want you to say right now, it's possible. Go ahead and type that in the chat right now real quick. It's possible. If you believe that it is actually possible that you can achieve all of this and more, guys, like I said, you got to get your mind in the game. You got to stop listening to persons who don't see your vision and letting them discourage you. Could you imagine you believe it's possible that you can change your entire life? Then someone says to you, man, I'm not interested. Or you talk to 10 people who don't see your vision. They're not interested. And what do? Oh, well, let me give up on my own dreams and goals, on my vision, because 10 people, they don't have or see the big picture. You notice how crazy that sounds? Do you understand how crazy that sounds? Do you understand how mentally and psychologically weak that makes you look? That your future, your financial future, your lifestyle that you want to go after is so controlled by what other people think that if they give up, you give up. That if they don't see the big picture, you quit on yourself. Guys, do not ever allow yourself to be that mentally weak. Let me say this straight right now. If I were to lose every single person that is in my Tradera team right now, I would still not quit. I wouldn't. Because I'm not wired that way. My mind is not set up that way. I'm not a quitter. Because I know the potential of what this industry can bring. I know the potential. The fact that there are persons in the company that are already making $50,000 a month, $100,000 a month. And when the new compensation plan comes out, you guys get to see it, it's going to be a whole lot more than $100,000 that you can make. Quit. Quit? No. That's crazy. So I want to tell you guys right now, never quit. Who cares who drops out? Never quit. That's their loss. It's not yours. Don't allow their loss and their decision to influence yours in such a major way. You got to stay focused. You got to stay focused to yourself. You got to stay focused for your family. We never quit. It's never an option. All right? Get discouraged. You're a human. We can accept that, but quit? Never saw. Not a thing I saw. Eh? Never. So, let's move on, guys. We're not quitters. Here's another thing I want you guys to do. I want you to make your list. I know I'm not talking about the prospect list. I'm talking about the dozen, all right? The golden dozen list, all right? Here's what I want you to do, guys. When you get involved in this industry, for those of you who are brand new, and for those of you who may not be so new, but you've not done it, I want you to do it. I want you to write your dozen list, the golden dozen. Now, this golden dozen list is going to consist of 12 things that you want this MLM industry and this business to bring into your life. You can call it homework for everyone, I guess. 12 things that you want to manifest into your life, and you're expecting it to happen through this opportunity. I want you to write them down. I want you to list those things. Dream about them. Think about them. I want you to list those things. And at the end of that, all right, I want you to sign it and I want you to date it. I want you to put dates, guys. Here's the reason why it's important to use dates. Because if you just say, well, you know, I want to be out of poverty. I want to be debt free. By when though? By when? You got to understand that you got to be specific. When you're speaking things into the universe, you have to be specific about the things that you want. You can't just say, for you women, you can't just say, oh, I want a husband. You might get a husband, but he might not be the kind of husband you want. For you men, you might say, man, I need a woman. You might get a woman. It's easy. But she may not be the kind of woman that you want or need. You get what I'm saying? Don't say you want a house. You might get a house, but it may not be your dream house. You got to be specific about the things that you want and you desire. I remember when I got involved in the industry, all right, 20 years ago, I said to myself over and over and over that I want to be retired by or before the age of 30. Right? I said this over and over consistently. I want to retire by or before the age of 30. Before there's 30 years old, I want to be retired. And because I repetitively repeated that, I said that over and over and over, it was ingrained into my psyche, into my subconscious, deep. And I was able to retire by the age of 25 years old. I was retired out of a full-time job and already making a well above average income. I want you to think about that. Why? Because I was intentional about what I wanted. I made a list. I wrote down what I wanted to achieve. I actually had it stuck on the fridge. I had it stuck in my bedroom. And every morning that I got up, I saw it. Like literally, every morning I woke up, it was right there. You're going to retire by or before the age of 30. And it happened 5 years ahead of my target. All right. So I need you guys to write down that list of 12 things that you want to attract, that you want to manifest. All right. And consistently look at it. Get it into your subconscious psyche. Read them out loud to yourself every day or every other day if you need to. All right. Get it into your subconscious so that you start to reprogram your mind and the way that you think. All right. Very important. Now, the next thing that I need you to do is to write your prospect list. Now, this is one of the most basic things that network marketers understand to do, to write their list. This prospect list is going to be made up of what you call your hot market, then you have your warm market, then you've got your cold market. Now, the difference between the hot, the warm, and the cold, you can color code it if you like, red, blue, and green, whatever colors you want to use. But the purpose of having a prospect list is so that you can always have a reference of names to go to, all right? All of the things I've shown you guys are principles and practical things that I have done over the years that have allowed me to have some success, well, a lot of success, and have allowed a lot of other successful networkers as well to continue to achieve that success, okay? So these are practical things I want you to do. So you have your prospect list. You want to split your prospect list up into 3 different categories based on your warm market, your hot market, people that you know that if you needed help right away, you can go to them. These are like the immediate people. If you were in trouble, who would you call? If you need a favor, an important favor, who would you call? These are the people that go in your hot market. Then you've got your warm market. Not the people that you would probably call very, first, but those folks that, you can kind of depend on still. Those folks, that would give you a listening ear. Those folks that are willing to listen to you. These could be some people like family, this could be even associates and work colleagues as well. This could be some friends that you have. We all have friends that are really good friends, but then you got those friends that are, more closer to acquaintances. You know them, you guys are cool, but you're not really that close, but you can always still have a good conversation, always make some good small talk. Yeah, that's like your warm market. Then you've got your cold market. These are people that you don't necessarily know too well. You're not necessarily friends with them. They're more like acquaintances, or they're people that you don't know at all, but you might see them. You might meet them at the supermarket, at the gas station, at the grocery shop, at the dentist. That's a cold market. So no matter what you do, make sure that you have that list. And your list should never, ever stop growing. My list has grown so much over the years that I had to start writing, and I actually now have my list in a spreadsheet. I put it on the computer so I can type it in. So I'm literally in this process of trying to take all the stacks of books and papers and sheets and sticky pads and everything, and just trying to compile that list of years and years and years into one spreadsheet. So I've got thousands of names and so on. That list should never, ever stop growing, guys. And here's why, because there's sometimes that you're going to have folks who will say, well, I'm not interested right now. But guess what? 6 months from now, 3 months from now, a year from now, things may change. I've got people now hitting me up that had no interest in joining my business. But guess what? After COVID, now they're looking to do business because they need to make money. All right? So always, always have a prospect list, and it should never, ever stop growing. You should be adding to that baby almost every day, if not every single day. All right? Let's move on. What time is it? Okay, let's see if we can get this done in an hour, hopefully. So next thing you want to do is you want to get familiar with the tools and the marketing systems that the company has and any other training tools and materials, okay? Get familiar with the tools, guys. The tools are there for a reason. All right, the tools basically tie into a system. And if you don't know what system is, SYSTEM, you save yourself time, energy, and money. Okay, I hope you got that. That is what the system is for, to save yourself time, energy, and money. The tools are what work towards the system for you. And I always tell folks, stop trying to sell your business. Let the system sell the business for you. I hope that makes sense. I hope everyone got that, okay? Stop trying to sell the business yourself. Use the tools, use the system that is in place, and let the system sell the business for you. And here's the reason why you want to do that. You want to do that because even if you're a really good talker, you're a good speaker, you're a good presenter, you know, you're a good recruiter. Everyone is not that. Everyone can't do it like you. So if the business was based on everyone being a good recruiter or a good salesperson, then guess what? A lot of people would never be able to be successful in this business. So it's not about that. It's about having the right tools in place that can allow you to build a business without you having to do it yourself. I hope this makes sense, guys. All right? Because once you understand how it makes sense, it's going to make you dollars. All right? Now, we're talking about the website. We're talking about webinars, just like this one, training. We're talking about various videos, conference calls. Now, if you've got a good video that you can use that actually explains the business for you, use it. Use that thing. Here's why, because if you try to explain the business yourself, you're going to spend quite a while answering a ton of questions, going through a lot of things that one 10-minute video or 15-minute video could have done for you. And while the video is playing, guess what? You can have multiple people watching that video, multiple people being exposed to the business versus you trying to do all the talking yourself and explaining the business yourself. You see how it saves you time, energy, and money, right? It saves you because guess what? The more people you can expose to the business and the faster you can do that, the higher your ratio of success becomes. It's not about who's the best talker. It's about who goes through the most numbers. So guess what? If it's about numbers, if it's a numbers game, the guy who's spending half hour or hour trying to talk to one person will never be doing as good as the guy who's using the tools and exposing 5 or 10 people at the same time. All right? Good. Hope everyone gets that. Can I move on so far? You guys getting it so far? Are you guys enjoying the training so far? Is this good information? Because I got to make sure you guys get it. Because once you get it, you can go get it. All right? These are the things that are going to give you the success that you've been looking for. Practically, all right? Practical tools, practical tips that I myself have used for years as well. All right? Now, if you're going to be doing business, guys, you need to treat it like a business. If you treat this like a hobby, it's going to pay you like one, straight up. If you treat this like a hobby, you know, you're here every now and then, you know, you talk to some folks every now and then, it's going to treat you like a hobby. It's going to pay you monopoly money if you treat it like a game. But the moment you start to treat this like a business, y'all, you start to treat this like a real serious business, and you plug in, you get your appointment book, you know, you work with that thing, you start to fill that up, you start to book appointments, you're doing 3-ways, you're working with your team, you're doing orientation meetings, you're answering questions for your team. Y'all, you start to treat this like a business, and you will never, ever regret it. Because the kind of money you're going to start to make is going to blow your mind. The reason why a lot of people fail is not because they're not competent, it's because they don't take the time to treat it like a business and learn what they need to learn as a business person. If you still want to treat this like a side thing, then guess what? You're not ever going to earn the kind of professional income that you could. When folks ask me, what do you do? Oh, I'm a professional network marketer. There's no shame in that for me. I know for some folks it's like a taboo thing. Oh, I don't want to tell people that I'm into network marketing, one of those things. You see, that's your problem. You don't even believe in yourself enough, so how do you expect to convince anyone else? Yo, Lavere, what do you do? What is it you do? Man, I'm a professional network marketer. You see, that catches them off guard because they don't expect to hear the word professional attached to network marketing. Right? They think, oh, it's just, oh, you're one of those things. No, I'm a professional network marketer. Wow. You see, that brings a different kind of tone to it. And they say it with a very straight face. I'm not saying like, I am one of these network marketing things. You're going to be proud of what you're doing. But you can't be proud of it if you don't even believe it yourself. So you go to folks like, what do you do? And you hesitating. You don't want to tell folks. So already they can sense that. All right? Treat it like a business, guys. Get your planner, right? Get your planner. Start to book daily tasks and activities. I get uncomfortable when I don't have a page that's filled with stuff to do because I'm talking to people every day. I'm doing follow-ups every single day. Every single day I'm talking to somebody about this business. So ask yourself this question. Are you talking to someone every single day about your business? Or are you only talking to folks if it happens to come up? Or if they contact you first? Or are you only just every now and then dropping a post on Facebook or dropping a post on Instagram or WhatsApp every now and then? How consistent are you? How much are you really treating this like a business? All right? You see, you should have a map. You should have a game plan. Everything that's marked up, everything that's in your diary, you should be able, when you wake up and you check your diary, you can see a list of things to do, daily activities. Okay, I'm calling John today at this time. Okay, I got to follow up with Mary at this time. Okay, I got three ways booked for today. Oh, I got a presentation with this group. You should, your appointment book should be filled. So I know probably I'm putting a lot of folks on the spot right now because first of all, you might be there thinking, well, shoot, I don't even have a book. I don't even have a diary. I don't have anything. I'm not booking anything when the day comes. All I'm doing is plugging into 1 or 2 webinars every once in a while, getting excited, getting motivated, and then what? Back to the same thing, doing nothing? Nah. Treat it like a business and it will pay you like one. All right? Let's move on, y'all. All right? Oops, did I skip a slide? Oh, no, I did not. Let's move on. So I want you to ask yourself this question. Who do you know that knows a ton of people and will be willing to help you get started with some names? Because here's the thing. Folks get scared to ask questions. Folks get scared to ask people for assistance. Here's the problem. Who do you know? For example, do you know a pastor? Pastors know people. Pastors know a lot of people. All right? Connect with a pastor. Ask them a question. Hey, look, I'm doing a business right now, helping folks generate some additional income from home. Do you know anyone in your congregation that may be looking for some assistance in terms of, wealth generation? Do you know anyone that could, that might be looking for something that they can do? Now, if it's a pastor you're talking to, pastor might say, well, shoot, talk to me first. Pastors like money too, probably more than a lot of us. All right? Everybody's looking to live. Everybody's on their hustle. Everybody's doing business. All right? So they're going to know people, but they may be interested as well. Don't be intimidated by people who have clout, as you would say. As a matter of fact, these are the people that you want to go after first. You want to go after people who can move the masses. What is the worst they can say to you? I'm not interested, right? They're not going to beat you for it. The most they can say is, I'm not interested. Start to go after people who have influence. These are the people you want to attract first into your business, all right? You want to use their credibility as well. Even if they say, I'm not interested, guess what? Ask them for names. Ask them for contacts that you can connect with. Hey, listen, I just spoke to Janelle. Janelle, that business owner. Yeah, she owns some businesses. Oh, yeah, I know Janelle. But listen, I just spoke to her. I was sharing with her my business, my opportunity, and she recommended you as someone that has an open mind and maybe open to generating additional income. So she told me to connect with you. She said that you're the kind of person who has that kind of mindset. So here I am. Use their credibility and write that. Now here's the thing, guys. Practice getting on the phones more often. I know it's something that a lot of persons are scared to do. Because in the age of technology, everybody is just, let me send a text on WhatsApp, let me send a message on Facebook, let me send a message on Instagram, let me send a message, let me type a message, let me hide behind messages, let me hide behind a post. The one thing that is directly responsible for most successful network marketers getting their success is that they were willing to get on the phone and actually call people. If you are scared to get on the phone and actually make a phone call, let a person actually hear your voice, I can tell you right now, you are slowing your own self down. You're slowing your own self down. If that is your biggest fear, then that is probably the biggest hindrance to your own success. Practice getting on the phone calling some folks up, speaking to them. There's something that hits different about a person hearing your voice and your conviction from the heart that is so different to just sending a message. Because guess what? Everybody else is sending messages. Everybody else is doing the same thing. So here's the thing. If everyone else is doing it and they're complaining, well, there's a common sense dictate, well, let me do a little something different to what everyone else is doing. Because guess what? Remember, network marketing is a relationship-built business. So what I'm showing you guys right now is not about trying to teach you how to be the better salespeople or better sellers. If network marketing is a relationship-built business, then the key is to learn and be a master relationship builder. If that makes sense to you guys, if you guys caught that, I want you to say yes right now. If you guys caught that, I want you to say yes right now. It is not about you being a professional seller or salesperson, y'all. It's about being a master relationship builder. The person who understands how to build relationships better will build the biggest business better and faster, more solid. I'll tell you something. Let me give you a perfect example. I've got persons in the team right now that have been in network marketing for years. No, they can talk. They can spit it. I've got other people who've not been in network marketing for years. They've been in network marketing for a few weeks, but they've got like a little family thing going on with their team. Shout out to Team Tradera 246. They've got a little family thing going on. So everybody's just like family, you know, they got their own little group going on and everybody's hitting up everyone every day and dropping some motivation and checking in on each other and seeing what they're doing. And they got their own little thing going. And guess what? Because everybody feels connected. Remember what I said, it's an emotional thing. We're emotional beings. This is an emotional built type of business. So because everyone is feeling like they're part of a family, even though some folks are not getting the success they want, they ain't quitting. They're not going anywhere. They're staying. And they're fighting it out. I hope you guys caught that, right? So it's got to go beyond money. It's got to go so much more beyond that. It's got to go deeper, all right? Let's move on. Success leaves clues. I want you guys to type this. This is one of my favorite things to say. I want you to type this right now. Success leaves clues. I want you to type that right now. This is one of my favorite, absolute favorite things to say, guys. And I say it so often. Success leaves clues. If success leaves clues, then what I need you to understand is that when you start to get in a period of demotivation and despair and you're feeling like you want to quit, all you need to do is to find someone that is successful, has been successful, or is creating success and plug into them. You don't need, that's not the time that you need to quit on yourself because other persons are not finding success. Find someone who is success, creating and generating success, and you need immediately to plug into their energy. Because batteries always lose their power eventually. You need to recharge. How do you recharge? You start to feel down and disappointed. Plug into someone that can give you that energy, that can share that energy with you. Keep you in the right mindset, the right state of mind. And share that energy with you. That is not the time for you to get depressed. No, plug in quick. You need to plug into all. All right? Ask some questions. Get suggestions. Get some tips. Just yesterday, I had my guy Sean hit me up. He was like, listen, bro, let me talk. Like, I want some ideas. Give me some ideas. You know, what else we can do? I know I'm doing some things already, but tell me, what else can I do? And he does it all the time. Why? Because he gets it. And he's not a networker. He's not a professional network marketer. He's just a guy that has a big enough dream, and he was willing to be coachable. He was willing to follow what I showed him, and he's doing it. He ain't looking to quit. I already know. I could close my eyes and say, I know he's not quitting and going anywhere. Because he gets it. I know a lot of you guys get, I know Precious is in. Precious ain't going nowhere. She here for the long haul. We've been in this long enough. All right? So always plug into persons who can feed their energy into you. because that's when you need it most. That's why we have groups, guys, so that we can share that energy, so that it's reciprocal, all right? Back and forth between each person, all right? Hope everyone gets that. Next tip for you guys is, all right, next tip, keep it simple, stupid. Make it so simple that anyone can do this, that anyone can understand the process that they need to go through, that anyone can understand the system that they need to apply. You see, the thing about this is there's some folks who believe that they need to understand everything under the sun in order to be successful. There's some folks that believe that they need to get all the nitty-gritty. They need to understand everything about the business before they get to work. That's wrong. That's wrong. You start where you are, you learn as you go on, and as you go on, more knowledge will be added to you, and you're going to start to get it as you go on. You don't need to get it all in one time. Martin Luther King Jr. said you don't even need to see the whole staircase. You just need to make the first step. And as you take the first step, the second step, the third step, it's just step by step. All you need to do is to keep moving forward. You don't need to see the end. You just need to know where you want to get to, and you need to know the direction that you're going. You need to make sure that you're on the right path through the right guidance, but you just need to keep putting one foot in front of the next, one foot in front of the next, and keep going. But keep it simple, guys. If you need to get a script, get a script. Practice it. Practice what you're going to say, but what you want to do is say it in a way that it doesn't come over as you trying to use all kind of highfalutin word. You're keeping it simple in a way that anyone can listen to you, hear this opportunity, and say, well, hey, I can do that. I can do that. The moment that someone is listening to you and you are trying to rattle off all of this knowledge, and that person has to be thinking to themselves, man, this is a lot to take in. Man, this is a lot to remember. Guess what? You delay the decision-making process. You don't ever want to do that. You don't want to delay the decision-making process. You want that when the person hears the information, they're thinking to themselves, I can do that. Yeah, I can do that. That is what you want. All right? That is what you want. So you need to do that, guys. Find ways to simplify all that you're doing. Get your bullet points together. I'll suggest this to you guys. If you don't have the book Go Pro by Eric Worre, go get it. All right? Go get it. Go on Amazon, order it, go to his website, get it, wherever. But everyone should have this book. This is one of the best resources. I call it the Network Marketer's Bible. All right? Go Pro by Eric Worre. Everyone should have that book. As a matter of fact, one of the things that I'm thinking to do for my team that's here in Sick Case, I'm thinking to order a couple of them in bulk and then just get them to you guys. All right? The only thing is with the whole Corona thing and things kind of shut down. I don't know about the movements. But if you can go ahead and order it yourself, do that. I'm going to order a couple either way. But everyone needs to be on this book. And here's what we're going to do, all right? Because I want you guys to understand how serious I am. We're going to order this book, guys, as a team. We're going to get this book. And then we're going to study this book together, all right? So if you're on my team, expect to have some study groups. We're going to study this thing. Because you go to school and you study all kinds of stuff that doesn't help you out in life either way. Doesn't put you to achieve your dreams. You just study stuff to get a job. We're going to study this thing like our lives depended on it so that you can become whatever you choose to become, whatever success means to you. If you want to become a millionaire, fine, it is possible. We're going to get this book and we're going to study it, all right? Oh, shoot. You know what? That's true. PDF. You can probably get it in PDF as well, all right? Oh, it's available in audio as well. Cool. But that is true. We can do that. All right. But however you get it, PDF, audio, hardback copy, whatever, get it. Period. All right. And get it because we're going to study it. We're going to go through this like a syllabus. But at the end of the day, when we are done studying this, guys, right? You guys are going to be professional network marketers because my aim is for everyone on this call and beyond, all right, to become a professional and earn a professional income through this industry, okay? Now, we already kind of touched on this, and this was to find a good third-party tool to help you in recruiting and to present your business. Don't try to do it yourself, but make sure that you have the tools. And if it's a video, like I said, this is probably the best solution and option because there's visual that you can use. Use that tool. There's a lot of good videos by a lot of members out there. I have videos. Many other members have videos on explaining the business. You want something that is short. You want something that's compact but informative. All right. You don't want something that's too long and drawn out. You want something that is short that can keep their attention span intact. Okay. Very good. Let's keep going. So, become a product of the product and a success story of it as well. So important. So many times we've had members who they get involved in the business and you get so caught up on recruiting that you never even use the product. Guys, this company has a phenomenal product and service. Like, it amazes me how persons have never even tapped into the service that we have. This business gives you education that is worth tens of thousands of dollars. You're getting it for $100. And you're sitting on your hands talking about you discouraged because you didn't get 3 people to join? Are you kidding me? So what? Learn to trade, use this, use the service that is there. You know what happened during COVID-19 lockdown when shut down, especially throughout the Caribbean? We had to stop our meetings, our live in-person meetings. That was a big thing for a lot of folks because that was where they were getting their business. Every week they were having people come out. But now that no one could come out, no meetings could happen, they lost a lot of business. Why? Because they built their entire success around recruitment. So when they could not recruit, when no one else could come out, they lost their business. Mistake. I love to recruit. I love to build. I love to do it. I've been doing it for so long. That is my passion. But I make sure that in the event that, for whatever reason, there's a bad day on the recruiting side, my money don't stop. I make more money from trading than my rank pays me. Okay? So here it is. Yeah, you might be Prince or King. You make $10,000 a month, $20,000 a month. I've had weeks where I did that in a week. So you gotta set yourself up. Use the training, use the services, and safeguard your income, safeguard yourself. Don't ever put everything 100% on recruiting. You wanna make sure that you're in a position that whether or not people join your business, you are still making money. All right? One of the things that I remember one of the highest paid network marketers in the industry said, he said, and this is true, he said, the best product that you can have, the best business is the best business that you can have, the best type of network marketing business you can have, and the best way to achieve true residual income. Listen to this part. He said the best way to achieve true residual income is to have a product or a service that is so good that persons would still get excited about it, whether or not they could benefit from recruiting. Then I thought about that. That hit me like, yo, that speaks volumes. Let me say it again. The best way to generate true residual income, or the best business, is one that has a product or service that is so good that people still get excited about it, whether or not they were benefiting from recruiting. In other words, guys, if you couldn't get anyone to join, you need to have something that you would still pay your monthly subscription to get access to because it's that good. We have that with Tradera. We have that. We have that. You just need to take advantage of it. So become a product of the product, because guess what? You might be saying to a person who's interested, well, hey, you know what, man, I'm not good at recruiting, but I made $5,000 this month trading. I made 2,000 US this month trading. I made 2,000 US this week trading. And it says, so how much people you got on your team? Not one single. But you made how much? Yeah, I made $2,000 this week or this month. And you don't have anybody on your team? Nope, not a single person. But I made money trading. Think about the power in that versus, hey, how you doing? Not too good. I don't have anyone on my team as yet. So you making any money trading? Nah, I'm not paying attention to that part. That person is gone. You don't even give them an option. You can't even tell them the benefits of this service because you yourself haven't even put it to use. That person might be thinking, I want to join that business with, I want to join with Charlie. Man, I really want to join that business with Charlie, but I think I only want to do trading. I'm not interested in the recruiting. I don't want to do that. I just want to trade. Person talks to Charlie and Charlie says, man, so you want to recruit something? We're gonna just get some people. Just go up there and get 3 people to join. And did the person, but man, I don't really want to recruit. I just want to learn to trade. Charlie says, okay, you can trade, but make sure you get at least 3 people so you're free. The person said, but I don't want to. You know what? I don't think this is for me. Why? Because Charlie is trying to trying to tell that person what they should be doing because that's what she's interested in. But that's not what the person is interested in. Stop trying to sell people on what you think is better for them. Let people tell you what they actually want. You see? Start to listen more. The reason you got 2 of these and 1 of these. Listen twice as much as you speak. Stop trying to sell what you think they should do or what you think they should be interested in. Let them tell you what they're interested in, and then you guide them as to whatever information they need to bring that into reality. All right? Does that make sense, everyone? Does that make sense? All right? Let's move on. Your opinion matters. All right? You got to understand when you approach anyone, you have to understand that the first words that come out of your mouth within those first few seconds, critical. How you approach a person is critical. All right? There's nothing wrong with saying, hey, I need your help. I've just started a business, and I really would love you to check it out and give me your honest opinion on it. Like look at this and tell me what you think. Here's what that does. That tells that person, oh, my opinion matters to you. Like you see me as important enough to ask me for my advice, for my opinion. Yeah, sure. I'll check it out and I'll give you my opinion. Now think about that versus this approach. Hey, look, I just joined this business. You can make a ton of money. Join my team, right? Ask yourself, seriously, which one do you think is more appealing to a person? Which one do you think is most likely going to get a better response? Hey, listen, join my team so we can make some money. Or worse yet, I've literally seen people do this. Hey, join my team. I'm trying to hit this rank, this particular rank. Join my team. I need to make some money. So who's the focus on in that scenario? When you say like that, tell me, guys, who are you focusing on more in that scenario? Hey, join my team, so I can make some money, because I got to do X, Y, or Z. You're correct. You're focusing on yourself. What you got to do is start to focus on others. Like, literally, it really should be, how can you help them? Versus thinking about what can they do for you? So your approach is important. Your approach should always be, listen, you're trying to find out what their problems are, and you're trying to find a solution to their problems. But if you want them to listen to what you're going to say, you got to let them know, look, your opinion matters to me. Can you have a look at this? Here's something that I'm doing, and I really like your opinion on it. Check this out. Here's a video. It's about 10 minutes. Just check it out and give me your honest opinion. If it's something that you think that looks good, we can discuss it. If it's something that you can see yourself being interested in doing, great, we can discuss it. If not, I appreciate your time. But just check it out real quick for me right now and just tell me what you think. You got to understand again. Remember in the beginning, I said earlier that network marketing is an emotional type business. It's based on emotion. So you got to understand that if that's a fact, and it is a fact, it is more psychological than it is transactional. It is more, you know, like I said, emotions, 90% emotions, and 10% logistics. The logistics of how it's going to work and what you're going to do and how you're going to make money and how many people you need to sign up and all that stuff is 10%. 90% emotion is, hey, I'm interested in your opinion. I want to see if this is something that can help you achieve the things that you want to achieve, your goals, your dreams, your aspirations, and, you know, your problems. I want to see if this can be a solution to your problems. All right? 10% logistics and 90% emotions, guys. This is a psychological thing, all right? And you have to make your approach in such a manner, all right? Set a time to actually start calling your warm market list. Write it down as well. And this is just a quick tip. We're going to move off of this very quickly. But this little tip will help you to stay focused. Again, this comes back to treat it like a business. Set a time. Book it. Stick to it. All right? Stick to it. Get help where you need. If you weren't doing 3 ways every day, then you're not doing enough to build your business every day. I know that is going to hit some folks in a way, because I know some folks, they're not doing that. But I'm saying it either way. If you're not doing 3 ways every day, or if you don't have persons in your team doing 3 ways every day, you're not doing enough to build your business, guys. Because the reality is, one of the most powerful things, those of you in my team would have seen, is that PS3, all right? Peak interest, share the plan, 3-way call. Simple system. Peak interest by asking a question. By asking a question. Share the plan. What's the plan? Sharing the plan is sharing the opportunity, sharing the video. 3-way call. Simple process. 1, 2, 3. 3 steps is all you need to do. And then rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. Ask a question. All right? Share the opportunity. Great. Got questions? 3-way call. All right? And the reason that you want to do a 3-way call with your sponsor, a capable, competent sponsor or upline, is because what you're looking to do is to create a bond of trust between the 3 of you. They don't know you, then, you know, they only know the person that would have connected with them. All right? So you talk to your prospect, sorry, they don't know your sponsor. So you want to create a bond of trust, and also you want to work and base what you're doing off of their credibility. You don't have a success story as yet, so you borrow theirs. That is why you connect them with your sponsor or upline or someone who's competent. You're going to borrow their success story to show the potential and the possibilities of the opportunity. And that person that is manning or hosting the 3-way call, that sponsor or upline, while they're speaking, while they're talking to your prospect, you say absolutely nothing. You stay quiet. All right? You stay quiet. You hand it over to them. You shut up. Let them take on the call. Let them answer the questions. Let them follow up on the call, and make sure that, you know, any doubts or queries are answered. Only if they ask you to chime in, that's when you do it. Otherwise, stop talking. All right? Because what you do if you jump in is you just take the power back from your sponsor. You just hand it over the power to. It's called edification, guys. You edify your sponsor or upline. You edify them. Hey, this is, you know, Shanice. Shanice, this is, let me just grab a name real quick. Shanice, this is Janelle, my sponsor. You know, she's in the business, been in the business for a while. And, you know, she's helping a lot of folks make money in the business. She's making some good money as well. She's going to answer all your questions for you. Janelle, this is my prospect, Shanice. She just watched the video and she has an interest, she says, in everything, but she's just got a couple questions. That's it. Stop talking. Janelle takes over. Hey, Shanice, nice to connect with you. Glad that you enjoyed the video. All right. You already know the sponsor already has been listening. You've already said what the person is interested in. So Janelle, as a sponsor, now comes in, and here's where the power is flowing. Janelle now says, well, let's say that your name is Kiani, all right? Kiani introduced Shanice to Janelle, the sponsor. She says, well, hey, but Shanice, I'm glad that you took the time to go through it. And let me tell you something. You're working with a great person here in Kiani. Kiani is building this business seriously, so it's good that you connected with him. He's definitely going to help you along the way, and I'm here to assist you as well. Boom. So what just happened? The energy that was given to Janelle as the sponsor, that credibility, now what she just did for you was big you up in your sponsor's eyes. So you now have more value by way of her credibility. You see how that works? Now, don't worry, we're going to do some more training down the road on three-way calls and so on and how to do it effectively. But that's how it's supposed to work. You're bouncing that energy back off of each person. So now the prospect, Shanice, is like, yo, damn. But Kiani said that Janelle was all this, but she's saying that Kiani is, like, I made a good decision. You see? So it increases your value as well. So always make sure that you have that happening, guys. Let's move on real quick. Let me speed it up a little bit. Always ask for person's help, time, attention, assistance, their input, but don't ask for their money. You don't ever want to come over as that guy that is the sketchy, car salesman, that sketchy guy who's like, hey man, I've got a deal for you. You don't want to come over as that kind of person. What you want to do, you want to come over as the person that is genuinely interested in how you can help and assist that prospect. All right. You don't want it to seem like, hey, there's a dollar sign on their heads and you're just out to get their money. No, don't ever be that kind of person. Because if people can kind of sense that kind of energy from you, that all you're trying to do is just trying to get money out of them, they're going to shut you right down. So you need to be genuine. Don't pretend to be genuine. Actually be genuine. Actually listen to what they're interested in and what they want to achieve and what they want to do. Help them to set realistic goals and targets. Tell them realistically what you can do with the opportunity to help them achieve their dreams, guys. And if you do that, you have a much better chance of them being open to listening to you, to them being open to hearing you out. The thing about it is, I've had people that have joined me, not because they even understood the business, but just because of the way that I approached them. And they can tell that I was interested in trying to help them out of their situation. They didn't understand much about the business, but they joined with me. You see, because I was genuine, and I'm genuine in every person that I approach. I'm genuine in how I approach them. Because my thing is, I know that if I can help you achieve what you want to achieve, I get a really good feeling out of that. I feel amazing when a person hits a rank because, I help them to do this or that or that. I feel great when I see people hitting ranks. I feel great when I see people making money from trading. I actually genuinely feel good, right? So this is why folks will see me building business and getting through and doing such and such, because I'm genuine in my actions, all right, and my approach and my assistance. So you need to adopt that as well. Don't be going after just the money. Listen to what they're telling you. Don't jump in and cut them off when they're trying to tell you what they're actually interested in, because you know what you're interested in. You will never build a big business like that. Seek their input first. Once you've done that, you've got their input, you've listened and, listen to what they want, then you can explain, well, okay, well, look, here's a solution to your problem, or here's the potential solution to your problem that you have, right? Now, next up. Now, guys, let me tell you this, all right? And when it comes to time, what's more important? We're looking at the clock, we're like, oh man, it's over an hour. I was planning to do it for an hour. It's not gonna happen in an hour, but here's the thing, right? This is important. This information needs to be heard, okay? So, can I go on? You guys mind if I keep going? We're almost done anyway, though. Just like a few more slides. Is it okay if I keep going with you guys? Is everyone getting this? Are you guys taking your notes? Is it resonating with you? All right? Man, so go right ahead. Okay, good stuff. We're almost done, though, but I need to get it in. So, you must learn how to neutralize objections. If you don't, those objections are going to neutralize you. In other words, how many times have you spoken to someone, or you had a member who spoke to someone, and that person came back to you beat down, frustrated? Man, I talked to some people and they're not interested. They tell me this thing or that thing is a scam, and they come back to you just beat up. Right? I'm sure all of you guys who've got team members have had someone at some point in time come to you and say, man, I'm talking to people and, it's all negative. All right? They're beat down because they don't know how to neutralize objections. They don't know how to do it. All right? So you got to learn how to neutralize these objections. For example, if someone says to you, that is a pyramid scheme, do you know how to respond? Do you know how to show that person what the difference is between a pyramid scheme and what you're actually doing? And if you don't, then you need to learn real quick, because that's one of the most popular things people will say. All right? Do you understand what a pyramid scheme even is? Do you understand the difference between a pyramid scheme and a Ponzi scheme? Do you know the difference? Did you know that they're different? All right? A pyramid scheme is a system that the only way you can make money is by the recruitment of other people. There's no product, there's no service, there's just recruiting. There are a lot of those out there, and a lot of those systems out there where you want to make money, you have to recruit. Well, we don't have that. We can recruit if we want. If you don't want to recruit, well, you can trade and make money. All right? So there's not a pyramid scheme. All right? Now, do you know the difference between a pyramid scheme and a pyramid structure? Because that's what really most persons are talking about. They think, oh, guy taught me calling money. No, that's just any business is a pyramid structure. All right? There's always a hierarchy. There's always top management or upper management, middle management, and lower management. You got to understand these things, guys. All right? Don't get into arguments with people. I remember I had a situation with a guy called me up. He had another guy on the phone, and they are arguing like, like flat out. The guys are arguing like crazy, like almost fighting. Call me in on the call to join the argument. Man, talk to this guy, Levere. His head is hard. I'm trying to get him to understand this. And he's going, I'm like, what the hell? Guys, don't do that. Don't get into no argument with anyone. If you don't understand Tai Chi is a very smooth, flowing kind of exercise. And so here's the thing. I have something that I coined verbal Tai Chi a couple of years back in a training that I did. And verbal Tai Chi is more about, instead of you trying to, your prospect says something, you trying to fire back, it's more about understanding that they are speaking from a place of ignorance. Not that they're stupid, they literally are ignorant to the facts. They don't understand what you understand. So don't get mad. They just literally, in most cases, don't understand the things they're saying. All right? They're probably just regurgitating and verbally vomiting things that they've heard other people say before. All right? But if you understand how to utilize verbal Tai Chi, as I call it, you understand it's about you listen to what they say, and as they say it, you accept they don't know what they don't understand everything, but you simply just explaining it to them in a way that they can understand, but without any aggression. Without any aggression. Man, that stuff don't work. But, I understand that you're saying, I understand you don't think it works, but what if I could show you how you can actually make it work? You see that? You don't need to fight it. Man, that thing is a scam. I understand your perspective on why you would say that it's a scam. There are a lot of scams out there, and of course, it's an online business. So, I can understand your concern, but is it okay if I show you why it's not really a scam and show you some actual proof that it's not and how this works? You see how verbal Tai Chi, you're not trying to fight with them, you're not trying to argue with them, you're understanding them, you're accepting, in some cases, you agree to some of what they're saying, right? That is happening, but your aim is to explain it to them, all right? And when you start to do that and you listen to what they're saying to you verbally and non-verbally by their actions, by their mannerisms, by their aura altogether, you can adjust yourself, but don't get into arguments. Just move to a place of understanding that they don't understand and help to correct them so that they see the big picture. I've had people that have joined the business that literally were outright, flat out, point blank, not interested and negative. But by the time we finished the conversation, they were ready to sign up. You see? So let persons do more of the talking. Ask them questions. And I'll give you something, guys. I want you guys to write this down, all right? If you've never heard of the FORM approach, let me ask in the chat, who in here understands what the acronym FORM, F-O-R-M, means? Is there anyone in the chat right now, anyone in this room that has ever heard that before or understand what that means? F-O-R-M, the FORM approach. No. Okay, no. All right, no. But let me explain what that is, guys. F-O-R-M, you can start any conversation if you understand how to utilize the strategy. FORM, the acronym, stands for family, occupation, recreation, and money. Okay? Family, occupation, recreation, and money. FORM. Now, here's how you use FORM. Now, if you're starting a conversation, whether, let's say, someone that you know very well or someone that you're just an acquaintance with, remember, it's about verbal Tai Chi. It's about a smooth, constant flow of positive energy, and you want your conversation to be as smooth as possible. That the person doesn't even feel that they're being prospective. It's just a conversation that's going on. So what you're saying is, first of all, so how's your family? If you know, let's say you know the person for a bit, how's your family doing? Things good, everything okay with the family? They're gonna start to tell you about their family and whatever is good or not good, and then you move on to, so you're still working at that place, or are you still working currently, based on what the person may be doing, if you know them or you know a little bit about them, but you're working at it. So how's your family? Ask about their family. Be interested. Okay, how about your job? Are you still working? Things okay at the job? Okay, that's great. Oh, how long you been doing that? Yeah, you must love it. You ask the person, or you say the person, you must love it about their job. They're gonna start to tell you everything they despise and hate about that place. All right. So family, occupation, recreation. So do you get a chance to really travel as much as you would like? Do you get a chance to really do the things you want to do? You get time. Most people don't have the time to live the life or the lifestyle that they really truly want. So when you get to recreation, they're going to tell you, man, I would love more time. And you got to be paying attention, guys. Pay attention to the things that they're saying. Oh, you would like more time? Like, yeah, man, I would love more time to travel or to relax or to do what I want to do, to go to the beach. Okay, but at least, some money is good. You're making good money with your job. Income-wise, things you would say are great for you. No, it's not. I would love to make some more money right now. Yeah? You would love to make some more money? Yeah, I would love to make some more money. I like to repeat stuff. The psychological marketing. I repeat it. Oh, you love to make more money? So here's where you've gone on. Here, if you guys didn't realize, I just went through family, occupation, recreation, and money. So let me ask a question. If I can show you a way to make more money, get more time to do the things that you said you want to do, which you want to go to the beach some more and travel some more. So let me ask you a question, John. If I could show you realistically, John, a way to make some extra money like you said you want to do and be able to go to the beach more and have more time for yourself and do more things and spend more time with your family, so you can provide a better lifestyle for them as well while doing that, would you be interested in hearing about it? How about that? I just went through everything that he just told me that he wants. It's kind of like a real estate agent. You try to go to a client and say, hey, I have a 3-bedroom house with 4 garages and this and that and that. The person is looking for something simple like a 1-bedroom or 2-bedroom. Wouldn't it be easier if the client told you, I am looking for a 2-bedroom house with 1 garage, such and such and such. So when you go to search, you know exactly what to look for. Isn't it easier if they tell you what they want first versus you telling them what you think they should want? You see, verbal Tai Chi, guys, that's what it's all about. You must change your approach in order to change your results. And you have to remember that and understand that. It's very, very important. The 3 S's that we talk about here are keeping it short, keeping it simple, and keeping it sincere. And if you do that, you keep it short for approach. Why? Because people have very short attention spans. So you keep it short for impact. You keep it simple for duplication. The simpler it is, the easier it is to duplicate. And you keep it sincere so that they know and they can feel your genuineness when you're speaking to them. They can feel the sincerity in your approach, that you're actually interested in what they want. Do this, guys, and this will dramatically increase your success levels, okay? This will help you get much better responses, much better conversations, much better retention, and much more quality persons that you can do business with, all right? Keep it short and simple, but also keep it sincere. Understand the difference between recruiting and understand the difference between that and selling. Selling is transactional. You sell, you make a sale, that is it. You're not interested in the person. What you want to get to the place where you are a recruiter, because if you're recruiting, you're more thinking about transforming a person's life, because you're giving them hope. You're sharing something that this industry can give them, which is hope. If you're just selling, if you just come over as a seller, a salesperson, they just think you just want to get them to buy whatever product or service, and then that's the end of it. You're going to disappear. Two totally totally different services and strategies and ways of doing things. Don't be a seller. Be a recruiter or be a sponsor that has a genuine interest. Complete different skill sets here, okay? You're not in this business to be a salesperson. You're in this to be a quality recruiter and a quality trader. Those are the two things that you want to do, all right? Now, as we close off, as we wind down, we come to the end, I want to end with a couple of things. First thing is you have to identify, you have to know what your why is. You have to never forget it, guys. If your why is not big enough, your excuses are going to be big enough. Let me say that again. If your why is not big enough, your excuses will be. And your excuses will ultimately determine what kind of lifestyle that you will be able to live or afford to live. All right? So you have to make your decisions, your why, and your reason bigger than the excuses that you tell yourself why you're not succeeding. Oh, I'm failing because people not serious. Excuse. Oh, this is not working for me because people don't want to plug into the training. Excuse. Oh, I'm not getting through because I don't know a lot of people. Big excuse. Oh, trading is too hard. Excuse. You're going to either make money or you're going to make excuses. If your why is big enough, none of that shit matters. You do whatever you need to do. You do whatever you need to do to secure your life, your lifestyle, your future, and success because your why is big enough. Quitting never even comes from your mouth. You don't whine, you win. All right? And this is the reason, again, why I say, guys, help people to understand what their reason is, what's their why factor. Make it connect to something emotional, like your children, like financial freedom, like never being in a state of poverty, you know? Connect it to something that is emotional to you and help those persons that are in your team to connect to what is emotional to them. That is how you retain and maintain a solid team, guys. Don't promote hype. Keep it real with people. If you keep it real, if you be sincere, you let it come from your heart, you talk to them about the hope that Tradera can offer them instead of just how getting rich. Talk about the things that it can do to enrich their lives. If you can do that, show people hope over hype, then trust me, you're going to have success in your business, okay? You're not going to come over as a trickster. You're not going to come over as you know, over fantasizing or over sensationalizing the business. It's going to come over as you're a serious person who's building a serious business, who's looking for serious people to work with, and you have a genuine interest in how you can help someone else. All right? Build your value. Build your people. And your people will build the business. Because people don't just join business, they join you. They join you. So you have to put yourself in the position that the value that you bring, the value you offer to your team is so high that people just want to work with you. People want to be connected to you because they can see, hey, there's value in you. When you have no value, everyone will leave you. Everyone will leave you if you don't show them the value that you bring, the value that you offer. If they can't say to themselves, man, I am doing this business with Samantha because I can see that Samantha can help me. I can see that Samantha is in a position where she can assist me. She can answer my questions. She can help me talk to my people. She can do 3 ways with me. You know, what are you doing? Like, what do you bring right now? Ask yourself, what value are you bringing that is good enough for anyone to want to do business with you? Ask yourself this question. Would you recruit yourself? Like if you had a team of 1,000 people just like you doing the things that you do every day, would you be successful? But let's say 1,000 people because you're smart. You might think, well, if we got 1,000 people, that will put me at such and such rank. Let me rephrase that. If everyone that you recruited was just like you, the same principles as you, working as hard as you know that you do, not what you tell people, what you actually do. Because you know how much time you actually post on social media, right? You know how much people you actually talk to on a daily basis, right? Don't you? You know how much trades you've actually done for the last week or two. Right? You know, don't mind what you tell me, don't mind what you tell your sponsor, don't mind what you tell anyone else. You know, in truth, how much work you actually put into your business. So if everyone you met was like you, would your business be successful? And if your answer is no, or if you got to think about it, then you know, keep it real with yourself, that you need to do more. All right? People follow people with strength. People follow people with leadership. People follow people with value. Increase your value, and you will never have a problem with building a business. Okay? And the last thing we're going to say is ask for help. If you're in a business and you're not getting success, ask for help. Don't stay and suffer in silence. Ask for help. If your sponsor is not in the business, so what? Go above your sponsor. Ask the person above your sponsor for help. If that person is not serious, go above them. Ask for help. Ask for input. Ask for appointments with your prospects. Ask for their perspective. Ask for their opinion on what you're doing. Let them see it. Give me your opinion on this business. What do you think? Do you think this is something that is worth doing? Ask for referrals. Oh, you're not interested? It's okay. I appreciate your time. But if you don't mind, is there anyone that you know that is interested in making some extra money that would have that, I could probably connect with? Can you give me a list of names? Can you give me 10 names or so that I can call up, And don't worry, I'll let them know that you sent me just so that it isn't a surprise. Ask for referrals, all right? Ask for time. Hey, do you have a couple minutes to check this out? Ask for the sale, basically. Ask your prospect to join you in your success journey. Not just to join my team, join my success. I had a conversation with a guy today. I haven't spoken to this guy in years. I haven't spoken in a while. But I hit him up and say, hey, man, what's up? How's your family? How's things at work? We talk, hey, I know he's in New York. I'm like, so you out rioting? Not friend, you out protesting as well? He said, nah, we just had a conversation. Before I said anything about business, I had a conversation with this guy just about life, about how he's doing, about family, about just what's up. Then he's like, man, can I give you a call? He calls me up. He's like, so what are you doing, man? I know you're always into something. What are you doing? I'm like, man, you heard about Tradera? He said, no, but somebody is that Forex or something? I said, well, it has to do with Forex, but it's not the only company doing Forex. He said, man, somebody introduced me to something a couple of years back. I said, it's not this. I said, look, you got a couple minutes to check out a video that explains what it's all about. And I mean, hey, if it's something that's for you, we can discuss it afterwards, bro. If it's not, you still cool. He said, yeah, sure, not a problem. I got to run. Send it to me. All right? I said, well, look, when you got some time, I'll share it with you, and then we can do this again. I don't send you the video unless you can watch it at the same time, by the way. You see how I did that? I asked him, all right? So no matter what you do, guys, I'll leave you with this. Ask for something, because success is intentional. It's not by accident. If you want success, you have to be intentional in all of your actions to achieve it, all right? So with that being said, guys, that is going to bring it into our training. I do hope that you guys enjoyed it. I know it went longer than I had intended, but hey, I hope you guys enjoyed the information. If there's anyone that wants to say anything real quick before we close off, feel free to do so. Raise your hand. Let me know. I can unmute your mic. But yeah, real quick, guys, let me know if you enjoyed the training. Give me another 111 real quick in the chat. If you enjoyed this information, if you think it was quality stuff, good value, give me a 111 in the chat. And for sure, man, that's awesome. That's awesome. And I really do hope that you guys take this info and put it to use. These are all the things that I have used myself over the last couple of years in the industry. As you know, like I said, I retired at 25. I've been a full-time network marketer since then. Haven't had a job since, and I enjoy teaching and training other people to be successful. And my dream and my hope for each and every one of you in this call is to be massively successful as well. I think someone is trying to say something. Who's on the call with us? I hear a mic. I have no clue who that is. All right, real quick. Let me see. Precious, are you on the call? I know you. Oh, you got Coach Max is on the call, or I mean, is that Coach Beard I just saw? I'm not even sure. I'm trying to go through the names real quick. Whoa, 111, 111, 111. Good stuff. Real quick, guys. If there's anyone that is excited, I don't know who just joined. If you just got involved with the business and you just joined, I'm glad that you got on. For those of you who've been in the business and things didn't necessarily go the way you want, I'm telling you right now, I'm looking over the next couple of months, especially effective immediately. I am kicking into another gear, y'all. Like, I am looking to blow this thing up. So if you've been down and up for a while and you are ready and serious about exploring your business, please get with me. Let us set a game plan. Let's look at what you can do based on your time schedule. Let's look at what we can do. Let's get everything renewed, clean slate. Let's hit the ground running. All right. If you're about getting that legend money, right? If you're looking at getting that legend money like all of us are, guys, get serious, get committed. Oh, Kim says she's all in. She's all in. Good stuff. And let's get this thing happening. So I just want to thank everyone for coming on to the call. I don't want to take it too long, too late. So again, this is recorded. I'll get the recording available for anyone that wants it as well. Thanks for coming on. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you guys either at the bank or the beaches of the world. Bye-bye.